Hi beauties, if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Julani, and if you're returning, welcome back. I know I said in-depth questions, but I didn't think y'all was gonna come like this. And this is totally off topic, but next year, y'all, I promise I'm gonna do vlogmas because I post a video every week anyway. Like, that is my heart's greatest desire. And I believe one day I'm gonna get that. So I just saw from the title of that video, today's video will be like a Q&A girl talk type of vibe. I think I mentioned before in another video that I wanted to do another sit down type of chill kind of video because I like the girl talk, you know, we just talking too. Like, I love those type of videos. Yesterday on my Instagram, I asked you guys to ask me any questions, in-depth questions, girls talk type of questions, whatever you wanted to ask. So now I'm going back. I saw you guys' responses, so I'm going to answer some of the questions. Disclaimer, I might talk a lot. I normally do talk a lot, but I'm going to try to be concise this time and not talk too much. I have my makeup stuff right here. And this will not be a tutorial. I will just be doing my makeup while I try to answer these questions. Hopefully I can multitask good, because if you know, you know. Looking through the questions now, this is like the first time I kind of really looked through them, so yeah. The first question says, what's something that you've incorporated in your routine that has helped your mind? I really like this question because I'm transitioning into a mindful wellness, mental health kind of person. So like, for me, it's important to kind of establish like what helps me. But I used to draw a lot and paint a lot. Like, that used to be my go-to, drawing and painting. It was just like an escape, I guess you can say. Like, it really helped me focus my thoughts on one thing, and just staying calm because my mind is always racing. So that was like the one thing, or one of the things, that really could just calm me and bring me to a peaceful, safe space. Also makeup, like when I first got into it, not even when I first got into it, but when I started actually learning the process, like when I started getting good at it, I can say, it really was a tool to just help me release any creative, it was a creative outlet, I guess, but also just fun, you know. I didn't have to like stress over it, you know. I've gotten out of, I don't want to say I've gotten out of it, but makeup and drawing and art and stuff, it's not something I do as much as often. I kind of want to get back into it. But yeah, this is a long answer already, y'all. I'm sorry. But also, I like to write. I write in my journal a lot. I try to do it whether it's good feelings or bad feelings, just so I can, like, what's the word? Not enhance all my emotions, but I guess express all of my emotions. But yeah, I write a lot because it removes like some of the weight off my mind. And I'm a very, fun fact, I'm a very, very, very extremely anxious person. Like, with anything and everything, I'm gonna overthink myself into a spiral, and I'm trying to get out of that. That's why I do write. But I'm just a very anxious person. I always have been. But I feel like recently it's been like more like it started to come back. Like, I used to get them a lot, like anxiety attacks, panic attacks, but like I've been getting away more. So now I've really been writing, like taking my journal everywhere. This is a long drawn out answer. I'm sorry if you don't if you don't like a talkative person, please. I'm sorry, just bear with me. So really just writing is something I incorporated in my routine to help my mind. A lot of these questions are really good, y'all. That's why I'm just like stuck. Like, hold up. Wait, nobody never asked me this before. I really got to think about it. Okay, let me answer this one while I think about the other ones. It says, what does being a soft girl look like to you? So everybody probably heard of that term like on social media by this point. I don't know, maybe you haven't, but like with somebody's like in their soft girl era, and it might be, not stressing, not letting anybody take you out of your character, living freely, living how you want to live, stuff like that, stuff that is mindful to you, stuff like you taking care of yourself essentially. So I guess I just explained what a soft girl looks like to me, but yeah, that's what it is. Just taking care of yourself, not letting things stress you out, surrounding yourself around people that benefit you, are good for your mental, emotional, physical well-being, like all of the above, and letting go of people and things that are not. I feel like that's what like being in your soft girl era is. But yeah, that's what a soft girl or being in your soft girl era means to me, or like that's how like I kind of look at it, just like treating yourself, loving yourself, finding yourself, and being around people that support you, basically. This question says, how do you feel like your mindset has changed since being in college? Honestly, I don't think my mindset has changed too much. I think I've always been a mature person, and I've always been adaptive to change. Like I feel like I've always had to move around and adjust to new environments, new people, new circumstances. So being that like college, like it wasn't really, especially being away because I'm away, but like it wasn't scary to me, or I didn't feel like that part of my mindset had to change. Like I don't get homesick or anything. If anything, I feel like college has amplified what I already knew about myself. Like I knew I was an alone person. Like I knew I like being by myself. Um like yeah, just staying to myself, not having a lot of friends. Like I feel like I did what's best for me. So it like reaffirmed to myself like, yeah, like you are right about yourself all alone. Like I always felt like, okay, if I just get away, if I get in a new state, if I, be actually by myself, like I'll be able to have a better mental, like an emotional health. Like I've always said that. So then, getting away really like amplified that for me. Like really like, yeah, I was right about this. So like now I feel like college taught me that that's what I need. Like I need to be away. I'm better by myself. I don't know how to say it without getting too deep to it, but yeah, to answer the question, I don't think my mindset has changed any. I just think that it has grown, basically. Like I have evolved and really pinpointed how I like to live, how I like to be, what I like to be around, and how I want to see myself that way, like in the future when I actually can, you know. Hopefully that makes sense in my own little way. Mm. The next one asks, like, what do I hope to gain from YouTube, I think? Let me reread it. It says, what do you hope to gain from YouTube pertaining your personal goals? Honestly, I actually have no idea. I never really wanted to like get anything out of YouTube. I guess this goes back to like the very first question. Um, or yeah, I think it was the first question about like the mindful question or like what I do to help with my mind. But like it was just really another creative outlet, something I use to express me. Like I always had like the little fake vlogs in my phone or something. So I was just like, let me just see if I could really do it. And then just adding new skills because now like I know how to edit and I'm comfortable with that and I help other people with that. So I don't know if I'm really like it helps me with my personal goals because YouTube has nothing to do with like what I want my profession to be. So not goals in that way, but I don't know. I guess one thing I could say is like it just helps me put myself out there in a different way because like y'all are seeing like the real me. Like this is real, uncut, authentic me. Like how I am when I'm by myself, like just talking, like this is me. And I feel like the world doesn't really get to see that. Like if you saw me just out and about, like I probably not the most personable person. Like you kind of have to get to know me before you can love me, kind of. So I feel like if anything, it just helps me be myself and like see who my true self is. I guess if that makes sense. But regarding any other personal goals, I don't know. Like I just do it just for funsies. Like it's just so fun creating and editing, and then like it goes up and you see like, oh my gosh, people like me. Like this many people like me, and I know people look at numbers and think like, oh, this is not a lot, but to me it really is. I'm like, now I think I have like about 270 subscribers or so, and I'm like, that's 270 people. Like that's a lot of people to me. So it's like for y'all to just be here vibing with me, like out of all people, out of anywhere you could be like that, that's really cute for me. Like I just think I find it really cool. But I don't know, I didn't really have no goals and connection with YouTube. Yeah, maybe I should have, but yeah. This one asks how to deal with comparison. Also another good question. I honestly don't know. Like I feel like we all compare ourselves to someone or something in some way. No matter if it's big or small, like maybe you're not fixated on it a lot, but like you probably still compare yourself to something, even if it's comparing yourself to what your future self wants to be. I feel like we all kind of do it, but how to not do that? So I don't know. When you find an answer, let me know. I don't think I have a problem with comparing myself to other people. Um cuz I'm more so like look at people and if they have what I want or are doing what I want to do, I just feel like happy for them or see it like, oh my gosh, like okay, it is possible, but I don't go into like comparisons. I feel like the only thing I compare is either like my past self versus myself now, or my self now to my future self. Like that's my biggest thing that causes a lot of issue for me, and I have to tell myself like not overthink that. But I honestly don't know how to not compare yourself in other senses because it's hard. Like, but if I had to give some type of advice, I guess I would just say like making sure you remember who you are, like staying true to yourself, and realizing that everybody is on their own path. Like somebody else's destiny might not be yours, and if it's meant for you to have, then you'll have it.
Yeah, I got you. Too bad I'm about it, nigga. I'd be fine without you. Guess you found out all the mother hoes wasn't about you. And now you're gonna waste your time chasing me. Nigga, please. Ain't no need to waste your time being caught up over me. Nigga, please. I don't wanna hear about it. You can tell your friends about it. About it. Now you wishing you was with me, living life so true.
This one says, how should you know when to let go? How should you know when to let go of bad habits? If it's something physically harming you, your health, your outside appearance, your body, like that, like something that's actually literally not good for you in all senses, physical, emotional, mental, that is a bad habit, and that's when you know you need to let it go, because you're actually hurting yourself, like so you need to let that go. Like, it could be anything, like you're using substances to cope with whatever that bad habit is, and you just know, like, long term that's not the best thing for you to be doing. Yeah, that's how you know it has to go. You realize that it's not doing anything for you. It's not serving for the betterment of you. Whether it's keeping you stagnant or keeping you behind. I feel like once you realize that, then that's how you know you should probably let it go. Absolutely. But if a person has a bad habit, though, you have to recognize that it is bad, because at first you're not going to think it's bad. You're just going to think that's you, like it's okay. You're not going to see it as a bad thing. So I think the first step is recognizing that it is a bad habit. Then after you recognize that, when you know better, you're supposed to do better. Okay? When you know better, you're supposed to do better. So once you realize that you have a bad habit, you have to fight to let it go. Not saying that it's going to be easy to let it go, but you're going to have to let it go. Because it's not, it's not doing anything for you. It's not bettering you. It's not putting you in a position to where you can be your best self. And once you realize that, that's when you know, okay, I can't do this anymore. And this is totally off topic, but next year, y'all, I promise I'm going to do Vlogmas, because I post a video every week anyway. And I was thinking, like, dang, that could have been Vlogmas content. Like, I could have just did it in weeks and not every day, because every day is insane. I've been watching one YouTuber that I like. She's been doing it every day, like Vlogmas days, and hasn't skipped a day. And I'm like, I've been watching, I'm like, that's a lot, but like, it probably does feel rewarding. But anyways, I think I'm gonna do like weekly Vlogmas next year, but I feel like I want to have stuff planned out, because I don't want it to be like regular videos. Like, I want it to be like, okay, I'm doing this activity, I'm decorating this, I'm baking this, I'm watching this movie, and making hot chocolate or something. Like, I want it to be actually planned out, and I definitely didn't have that for this time. And I think I want to be around people while I'm doing it. Like, I don't want to do that by myself. Normally I have two beauty blenders. One like for my foundation, concealer, like for the light colors, and then one for my contour, but I can't find it. So now I guess, like, I don't know. I don't know. I guess I gotta use the back of this. I really need to start getting back into makeup, like at least just doing my own, because that's where it all started. And I forgot that it really does help me. Like, this is actually so relaxing right now. And yeah, like this is fun. And it's so crazy because last semester I really forgot, like, I know how to do makeup. Like, I think I did my makeup one time and I was just going through the motions because I could basically do it when I'm asleep now. So like I was just doing it and I did it pretty quickly, and when I was done I was like surprised that it looked good. Like I forgot that this is what I do. Like, and it was just a simple face, like an everyday type of look. Like I didn't even put foundation on, all of this, like nothing. Like it was just simple, and I was forgetting that, like, yeah girl, you do this, like you know what you're doing. Like of course it looks good. Like I really forgot that this is what I do. Like, how crazy is that? Okay, this last question, I'm gonna just answer it now and come back to y'all when I'm finished my makeup. But it says, what exactly what exactly is your biggest dream and what are you doing to accomplish that? Yeah. I know I said in-depth questions, but I didn't think I was gonna come like this. Like all these questions are really good. Like I really should have looked at them first to have an answer in mind, because what um what is my biggest dream? Okay, I don't my biggest dream is not something like career wise, financial wise, materialistic. It's really none of that. My biggest dream is to be truly and genuinely and infinitely happy, and being in a space where I feel that every day, all the time, 24/7, like nothing could take that away from me. And happy is like not, I don't feel anxious, I don't have my anxiety attacks, I don't have no worry, I don't feel no evil spirit, evil nothing. Like I'm not overthinking about nothing. Like all the bad habits that I have now regarding that, like all of that, I want that gone. Like that is like my biggest dream for myself. I don't care. I care about other stuff, but like that is my biggest want. Like I've always wanted to be genuinely happy, genuinely in a good headspace, in a good emotional space, like all of that. Like that's what I want. So how I'm gonna get that? I know how to get that, but I just gotta wait on it. Because how I get that, like I said, I think I said this to one of the other questions, but I'm really like a by myself kind of person. Like I feel like I see myself as one of your relatives that move away and you see them just on like the holidays and stuff. Like I feel like that's really gonna be me. I feel like to have my everlasting happiness, emotional security, mental stability, like long term, not just for a day or two. That's what I'm gonna have to do, but it's coming. Like yes, I'd be happy, and I know what that feeling feels like, but it's always so temporary. Like it can never just stay. It's always something else. So that's really like my biggest dream. Like that is my heart's greatest desire. And I believe one day I'm gonna get that. Cause I don't have no reason like not to. That's probably my biggest dream. I don't really have any, like I said, materialistic type dream, or like dream job, yeah, I don't have that. My biggest dream is to be the best version of myself that I can be and staying there. Like, yeah, I'm gonna have some dips, but I don't want it to ever change my mental, my heart, my all of that. Like, I want to feel so good within myself that nothing can really change that. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, period. So I'm almost done my makeup, y'all. I just have to put blush in and do the powders. So I'm gonna come back when it's all done to tell y'all, you know, to close it out. Okay, so yeah, we'll be back. Okay, guys, I think I answered all your questions, and if you don't, I can do another. If you didn't get to ask me a question this time, there will be more videos like this in the future. Just make sure you follow me on my Instagram page, so you'll be updated on when I'm posting, when I'm gonna, you know, want feedback from you guys and stuff like that. So that was the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed making and creating this with me. I'll get better at these as time goes on, so just bear with me. But if you made it to the end, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.